Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really jumping into the future. We're looking at some incredibly bold visions from a key innovator. We'll be digging into huge steps in AI, robotics, space, all based on insights from a fascinating recent interview.
Exactly. And our goal here really is to pull out the key ideas from these discussions so you can understand not just what's being built, but why it matters for all of us. It's a glimpse into a future that's, well, unfolding fast.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our sources point to some genuinely massive projects. First up, Optimus. It's been called potentially the greatest product ever created by humanity. It's quite a statement. What makes this humanoid robot so important?
Well, what's really fascinating is the focus on manual dexterity, getting the hands right, and combining that with an AI mind that can actually understand reality. The human hand, that's something like 27, maybe 28 degrees of freedom. It's incredibly complex.
Right.
And that's a huge part of the engineering puzzle. These robots, they're meant for high-volume production. The target cost, once scaled, is maybe $20,000 to $25,000 per unit.
Wow, okay.
And they're built like humans because, well, as the sources say, we design the world for ourselves. So the form factor makes sense. The real insight, I think, is the potential for this kind of general-purpose, adaptable labor. That could really change our economy or daily life.
That's the physical side, but the brain behind it, equally ambitious, right? The sources talk about incredible jumps in AI chip tech. The numbers almost sound like science fiction. What are the key details there? What does it tell us about the ambition, say, for Optimus?
Oh, the figures are definitely striking. So Tesla's AI5 chip, it's projected to be maybe 40 times better than the last one in some ways, with something like 8 times more raw compute, 9 times more memory. It's a massive jump.
Huge numbers.
And it's not just about speed, it's about unlocking new capabilities. It really signals a shift from simple automation towards true autonomy. Machines that can actually learn and adapt in complex situations.
Okay.
And this leap, according to the sources, should lead to much better full self-driving safety. Maybe 2 to 10 times safer than a human driver.
Safer than humans, yeah.
And it'll boost what robots like Optimus can do. On the broader AI front, the thinking outlined is that if compute keeps scaling like this, maybe 10x more compute doubles intelligence, then AI could potentially be smarter than any single human by next year.
Next year, seriously?
That's the projection.
Yeah.
And maybe smarter than all humans combined by 2030. Well, it's a profound challenge, really, to how we think about intelligence and its impact. Society, economics, maybe even consciousness itself.
And this AI power isn't just for robots on Earth, it's also key for connecting us globally, maybe even beyond Earth. The sources talk about a huge effort to connect the world from space.
Right, that's referring to SpaceX.
Right.
They spent, $17 billion acquiring wireless spectrum licenses. Yeah. The idea is for Starlink satellites to connect directly to phones, standard phones.
Direct to phone, okay.
Yeah, the vision is high bandwidth connectivity everywhere. So you could watch videos on your phone anywhere, even indoors. Now this needs new chipsets in phones, new satellites. Yeah. The estimate is maybe 2 years before compatible phones ship.
2 years, okay.
But the big question it raises, I think, is could we end up with a truly global carrier? No more regional boundaries for mobile service. That kind of universal access would be revolutionary.
Universal access on Earth, and then the vision goes even bigger, outwards. The sources lay out some really audacious goals for space.
Absolutely. If you connect the dots, Starship aiming for full reusability next year with version 3. That's huge. Over 100 tons to orbit per launch.
100 tons, reusable.
Yeah, though a big technical hurdle is still that fully reusable orbital heat shield. That needs cracking. But this capability, this tech leap, it's what underpins the incredibly audacious goal of a self-sustaining city on Mars.
A city on Mars?
Within about 30 years, that's the target. The idea is planetary redundancy for consciousness. It's not just exploration. The sources frame it as a strategy to safeguard humanity long-term. So we're not dependent on just Earth. It dramatically increases the odds for consciousness surviving,
So we've got these huge technological goals. Optimus, AI, Starlink, Mars. But the sources also touch on the human side. The philosophies driving all this, or maybe holding it back. What's a final, maybe provocative thought from the material that you think our listeners should consider?
Well, the discussions really highlight a core philosophy. It's one of curiosity and this deep inherent optimism that the future can be better than the past. The sources suggest that maybe embracing exploration, expanding consciousness, that could be a kind of unifying philosophy for humanity. And they even touch on the idea that this kind of proactive outward focus might be an antidote to certain trends. Things like declining birth rates challenges to cultural cohesion that some analysts see, especially in the West.
That is a really profound angle from the sources, tying these massive tech projects to bigger questions about humanity's direction. Definitely food for thought. And if you want to explore these kinds of ideas even more, you might want to check out the book AI Factory, Architecting Global Supremacy. I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, and we definitely encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Keep diving deep with us into the topics that are shaping our world.
Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.